Necesitas un lápiz de color y el papel. You will need pencil, coloured pencils and paper. Hola clase dos. Firstly, I'd just like to say a huge well done for your learning last week. I was so impressed with the phone calls, with the singing, with the written Spanish of your conversation. You worked so hard, so as I say, well done for that. Today we're going to carry on and we're going to continue to look at greetings, so we'll do a little bit of a recap from last week. And then we're going to start to look at instructions. So instructions you might hear in a classroom, instructions you might hear day to day. As we kind of move through, obviously feel free to record evidence for Seesaw, feel free to record any sort of singing, and we're really excited because today we're going to start with a rap. And as you can see on the screen, the rap is all about saying hello. Now, firstly, I'd want you to listen to the song, and like last week, it might take a few seconds for it to come on properly, and then obviously play it a few times and feel free to join in. Obviously, it mentions the word hola, hello, quite a lot. However, where you can see on the screen the capital letters, listen out for the letter names and see if you can learn some of the ideas behind that as well.
Hola, 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 H-O-L-A, H-O-L-A, hola, 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 H-O-L-A, H-O-L-A. Hola, 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 H-O-L-A, H-O-L-A, hola, 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 H-O-L-A, H-O-L-A.
Muy bien, different singing, but absolutely brilliant again. So, as I said, we're going to have a little bit of a recap on greetings before we move on to instructions, just to make sure that we're absolutely there with the vocabulary for that. So, just as a reminder, hola, hola means hello. Obviously, you've just heard the song to greet somebody. Buenos dias, buenos dias means good morning. Adios, adios, goodbye. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Means how are you? Just be careful with the pronunciation of that. I did hear quite a few ¿qué tals last week. It needs to be ¿qué tal? As if you're saying the capital letter K. ¿Qué tal? Muy bien. Muy bien means very well or very good. Bien. Bien means well or good. Regular. Regular means so-so. Mal. Mal. Poorly or not good. Gracias. Gracias means thank you. Y tú. Y tú. And you. Muy bien. Bueno. Okay, so now that we've reviewed the vocabulary that we learnt last week, we're going to have a look at some of the conversation elements that we did last week too. So I'm going to ask you the question, ¿Qué tal? Which means muy bien, how are you? And what I want you to do is respond with how that person is feeling. So I'm going to hold a card up and you'll be able to see. There's three types of feelings that they have. So one is bien, and they'll be smiling. Two is regular, so they're feeling okay, and the face will just be regular. And the third one is mal, so the face will be looking really, really sad. Okay, here's an example. ¿Qué tal? Ah, sí, es bien. Okay, now for real. ¿Qué tal? Ah, es regular, sí. ¿Qué tal? Es mal. Y finalmente, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Sí, es bien. Estupendo. Bueno, okay, so now we're going to be looking at moving on from greetings and starting to look at instructions so that we can begin to think about starting to form more of a conversation. Now, these instructions that you're going to hear about now are all to do with, or all instructions that you might hear in the classroom. We're then going to put them all together to be able to sing a brand new song, which I'm really excited about hearing you sing. So, watch the action as well as listen to the word. Escuchad. Escuchad. What do you think escuchad might mean? Muy bien, it's listen. Escuchad. Mirad. 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 Muy bien, and mirad means? Es look. Sentaos. Sentaos. Now actually I can't do an action for that because I'm doing it already. Sentaos means sit down. Sentaos. Muy bien. Now this is the opposite. Levantaos. Levantaos. Muy bien. Now I can't do this action because you won't be able to see me. Levantaos means stand up. Levantaos. Levantaos. Muy bien. Next one is quite easy. Silencio. 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 Muy bien. And silencio means silent. Venid aquí. Venid aquí. Venid aquí. Venid aquí means come here. Venid aquí. Y finalmente repeti. 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 What do you think repeti means? Muy bien. To repeat. Muy bien, okay, so now that we know the vocabulary, and if you're still not sure, then go back to the start point in the lesson, that's not a problem at all. We're going to play a game of Simon dice, which translates in English to Simon says, and it works in exactly the same way in Spanish as it does in English. So I'm going to give you a set of instructions. I might say Simon dice escuchad, Simon dice mirad, Simon dice sentaos, Simon dice levantaos, Simon dice repeti, Simon dice silencio, Simon dice venid aquí. Now, obviously there's some of those actions that you can and can't do as well as others. So for an instruction like venid aquí, I don't want you to come here. I want you to do the hand as if to say come here. Similarly for repeti, just the hands, and silencio, finger on your lips. Obviously, if I don't say Simon dice and I just say something like mirad, and you do the action for mirad, then you're out. Okay, let's see how we do. Simon dice escuchad. Simon dice mirad. Simon dice levantaos. Simon dice repeti. Simon dice silencio. Venid aquí. Ah, muy bien if you didn't do venid aquí. Bueno. Escuchad. Ah. Simon dice levantaos. Simon dice sentaos. Simon dice venid aquí. Silencio. Muy bien. Simon dice repeti. Simon dice escuchad. Simon dice mirad. Simon dice repeti. Levantaos. Ah, muy bien. Simon dice mirad. Simon dice venid aquí. Simon dice silencio. Simon dice escuchad. Mirad. Ah, muy bien. Now, más rápido. Very quick. Simon dice levantaos. Levantaos. Simon dice repetid. Simon dice silencio. Simon dice venid aquí. Simon dice escuchad. Simon dice mirad. Simon dice levantaos. Simon dice sentaos. Escuchad. Ah, muy bien. Uno más. One more time. Simon dice venid aquí. Simon dice silencio. Simon dice escuchad. Simon dice mirad. Simon dice levantaos. Simon dice sentaos. Simon dice levantaos. Simon dice sentaos. Levantaos. Ah, muy bien. Bueno, okay, exciting part of the lesson now because you get to learn our next Spanish song, which is called Escuchad y mirad. Listen and look. And it's all of the instructions that you've learned in the session today. So, obviously in a moment when the song comes on, feel free to sing along, but let's look at the translation now. So, escuchad y mirad, we've already talked about, it means listen and look. Levantaos, we know means get up. Sentaos means sit down. Repetí means repeat. And repetí again, repeat again. Silencio means silence. And venid aquí means come here. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, and I look forward again to seeing these videos uploaded onto Seesaw, it might be that you decide that you want to put the actions into the song as well.
Escuchad y mirad. Levantaos, levantaos, sentaos, sentaos, repetid, repetid, repetid. Silencio. Venid aquí. Levantaos, levantaos, sentaos, sentaos, repetid, repetid, repetid. Silencio. Venid aquí.
Bueno, okay, so well done. Brilliant singing again. For your final task today, I want you to have a think about how you can present the vocabulary that we've learnt to create a bank of ideas or a bank of vocabulary all about instructions. Now, it's up to you. You might want to create different flashcards so you can show. You might use them to play a game of Simon Dice. It might be that you decide to just do it on one page of paper in a list. That's absolutely fine. You might come up with something even more creative, and I look forward to seeing those ideas. Obviously, the words that we've been learning, the new vocabulary is on this page as well. Just make sure that when you're writing the words, you remember the accent, particularly or obviously on venid aquí. Okay, next week we're going to move on to introducing yourself. So we're going to again look to add all of the vocabulary that we've learned so far in the past couple of sessions to be able to do that. So hopefully you've enjoyed today again. I hope you found it really useful. Adios!